There are endless high protein breakfast recipes on the internet, but very few that don't contain protein powder and are still delicious. Whoever said that you need protein powder in order to hit your goals is lying to you, because in this video, we have 5 high protein, low calorie breakfast recipes that don't contain any protein powder, but still have 30 to 40 grams of protein per serving and taste like dessert. So let's get started, shall we? Of course, we've got my favorite recipe up first. You guys know the drill, Biscoff baked oat. Now you'll see that I'm mixing everything in a glass bowl. You could also, if you're using a ramekin, just mix everything in there, but with a cast iron skillet, you kind of have to mix everything separately. So just mix everything in a bowl, including the Biscoff crumbs, which are super important, by the way. But if you don't have Biscoff, you can obviously just use like graham cracker crumbs or whatever cookie you have. Now, I use a 6.5-inch mini cast iron skillet. You gotta spray with cooking spray. That's super important. Otherwise, everything's gonna stick. So you pour half the batter in and then put the Biscoff spread and then pour the other half. Now, again, if you don't have Biscoff spread, that kind of defeats the purpose of the Biscoff baked oats, but you could just use peanut butter or whatever other spread you have. Make sure to not overbake it, guys, because if it overbakes, it tastes dry and you don't want that. If your oven tends to bake things faster, make sure to only put it in for 12 minutes rather than 14, because we don't want it to be overbaked. You could stick a fork in it and make sure it comes out clean. So I like to top it with a bit of Biscoff crumbs and then that little Biscoff cookies just for decoration. And look at how gooey and delicious it looks. I just love going from the center and going right for that Biscoff spread. Absolutely delicious. This is actually so filling as well. And by the way, guys, for oat flour, you don't need to buy oat flour separately. You can just blend quick oats into flour. To make it easier to make throughout the week, you could portion out the dry ingredients in separate bags just so you can dump them into the bowl and combine with the wet ingredients and go ahead and bake it. Oh my god. This is so moist. I got the best bit with the Biscoff. So good. Best breakfast ever. Chocolate covered banana baked oats are next. This recipe is so gooey and moist and delicious. And I love how all these recipes, even though they don't have protein powder, they still taste very sweet and decadent. That's the one thing that a lot of people miss when they make recipes without protein powder, is they kind of taste like grass or taste like too healthy. And I definitely didn't want that because I love my recipes to be decadent. So same thing here, mix everything in a bowl. You're gonna probably have to mix it like forever just to make sure there's no clumps. For the toppings, I like to put half the chocolate chips and bananas in the batter and then the other half on top. Putting the bananas in the batter makes it really moist as well. So I just absolutely love that. In true Fit Food AE fashion, because I don't take very good care of my stuff, my cast iron skillet's a little bit rusty, so I have to spray it with cooking spray extra generously. If you guys have tips on how to maintain a cast iron skillet, just let me know. Yeah, you're gonna pop it in the oven after putting those extra toppings on. This looks so good. Oh my god. And I always top it with sea salt, guys. It's so important. It makes it look more aesthetically pleasing. And I just love a good sweet and salty combo. I feel like I'm pretty generous with the salt. Look at how moist that is. Oh, I know we hate that word, but I absolutely had to use this. And macros, considering there's no protein powder, are very good. Because guys, I know not all of us want to use protein powder. Maybe you can't afford it. Maybe you're just trying to limit servings throughout the day, or maybe you just don't like the taste of it. Maybe it hurts your stomach. By the way, guys, shameless plug for my breakfast ebook, Rise and Thrive. It has 70 high protein, low calorie breakfast recipes. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be on sale for the next week, so you can use the link in the description to purchase. Get 25% off until April 19th. These are so moist. The bananas are perfect inside, and I just love the sweet and salty combo. Peanut butter cup French toast is next. It sounds decadent, and it is. So you're gonna take your brioche bread, guys. It's important to use like brioche bread. I mean, you don't have to, but you heard it here first. It just makes it way more delicious. So you cut off the crust and basically cut off like the ends of it. Trust me on this. It just makes it look and taste more aesthetically pleasing. And it lowers the calories a little bit as well. So you're gonna make your mixture. Basically just like 4 ingredients: the eggs, the egg whites, the monk fruit, and a little bit of unsweetened cocoa powder, which I guess is optional, but you know, we wanna make this kind of like chocolate peanut butter theme. You're gonna dunk the 3 pieces of bread very thoroughly, like basically up until the point where it's about to break, but it's not, because we want to use up all the batter. And then you might have a little bit left over, so once you put the piece of French toast on the stove, just put the leftover batter on top. But yeah, it should cook pretty quickly, to be honest. And then for the mixture, you're just mixing powdered peanut butter with sugar-free maple syrup. Trust me on this one, it spreads out nice and evenly, and you're basically gonna layer it like this, and that looks so good. It's like this layered, delicious, decadent French toast. And of course, powdered peanut butter keeps calories low. course, we gotta lick some with our fingers because why not? And then you're gonna top it with a little bit of crushed peanut butter cup. Now it says half a cup for the macros. Did I put a little bit more than that for the presentation? Yes. And look at when you cut into it. Oh, it looks so good. It literally looks like a peanut butter cup in French toast form, which is exactly what I was going for. But yeah, this is super decadent and delicious. You don't need protein powder to make high protein, decadent, delicious recipes, guys. I don't think I've ever eaten a more decadent breakfast without protein powder, ever. Oh, look here, we got another baked oats recipe. This one is s'mores baked oats. Now, I love s'mores flavored anything. The graham cracker crumbs make this more s'mores themed, if you catch my drift. But yeah, basically just mix everything into a bowl, the dry and the wet. Again, if you want to mix it into a ramekin and just bake it right in there, you totally can. So I mix half the chocolate chips in the batter and then add the rest on top. By the way, guys, this mini cast iron skillet, you can get it on Amazon. A lot of my recipes have it, so I'd highly recommend using it. Either get 6 or 6.5 inch. So pour everything into the cast iron skillet. You want to use like a little spatula thing just to get all the batter. Then I put some mini marshmallows and mini chocolate chips and then some more graham cracker crumbs. Mini marshmallows are important, guys, because they're evenly distributed. And you should use mini chocolate chips. I just couldn't find any. Like, I literally can't find any anywhere. And yeah, of course, I live in London. My laundry machine is in the kitchen. Mind your business. So look at how good that looks. It looks a little bit toasty, guys. Like, it looks slightly burnt on the top, which is kind of what I wanted. Like, I love it when the marshmallows char like that, but look at how moist it looks in the middle. I basically just pressed my spoon down and I'm like, if it looks moist, then we're good to go. Look at how good it looks. And the chocolate and the marshmallows just like blend so evenly together. And it literally tastes like dessert. And I absolutely love making baked oats recipes. I know they take a little bit more time in the morning rather than making overnight oats, but they're a great treat. Oh my god, this is absolutely delicious. And lastly, this is going to sound super decadent. We got Biscoff cheesecake French toast. That's right. So you're going to follow the same kind of protocol as the other French toast. You're going to cut off the crust to make it kind of like a square. Trust me on this one. And I use brioche bread that I bought from Aldi, but you can basically just any grocery store you have, just get some brioche bread or just use white bread if you're in a pinch. So mix everything together in a bowl there. I use brown monk fruit sweetener for this one just because it reminded me more of like caramelly, but you could use regular monk fruit. That's totally fine. So dunk everything thoroughly. And of course, if you have a little bit left over, just pour it over the piece of bread. I've gotten comments of people being like, oh, like you're cheating because you like didn't use all the mixture. And I saw it. It's like, yes, I do. I pour it over the bread after. So don't get your whatever in a knot. I don't even know the expression. But yeah, make sure to not put the heat too high because I used to do that. I used to burn my French toast. If you look at some of my previous recipes, make sure to put it on like low medium and then just flip it once, you're good to go. Then you're gonna make the cream cheese mixture. So you just mix everything into a little bowl until it looks nice and caramelly, goodnessy. Instead of Greek yogurt, you could use light cream cheese as well, but this is just a bit easier and this is what I had. So you're gonna layer everything up, basically just evenly put the mixture onto the different layers of the French toast and make it into like a delicious stack. Oh my god, it looks so good. And then you're gonna drizzle the Biscoff on top. So you can mix it with like a tiny bit of coconut oil or just like with water, or you can just melt a little bit in the microwave. Make sure to not put it in for too long, otherwise it's gonna burn. But look at how good that looks. It looks so decadent and indulgent with all those layers. And this doesn't contain any protein powder, has almost 40 grams of protein. I'm freaking out. This looks so good. I wish I still had it in front of me. And sorry guys, a little bit messy with this bite. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed these recipes, then I'm sure you're looking for more delish recipes without protein powder. So I'm going to link a video here that you should watch next. And please be sure to give this a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, as it really helps the channel. And I post new videos every week. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.